It's loud now? Or is it just me?
No,
Okay.
it was loud.
Good morning, and welcome to the Wednesday warm-up, everybody. I am your host, Lee. I'm so excited. Okay.
Not for any other girls.
I think you so beautiful. You should be a cover girl.
This
Yeah,
one
that's
for
for
my
me and you.
other girls. Not for any
That's for me
other
and you.
girls. I think you so beautiful. You should be a cover girl.
I'm looking for a brown girl. A brown girl. This is Young CPT. You don't know the song? Ask JD. But JD also doesn't know. JD said he doesn't like Youngster CPT on Monday's show. So Jaden is Yentl's son, so I'm just putting it out there. The family is it's just a family affair here. Your son was on, your husband was on. So you're going to see we're going to have both your sons were on, your husband was on. We just need now the
youngest.
No, the second youngest.
youngest.
You forgot about the latest edition. So what we're doing today, we're going to have a wide shot, as you can clearly see, because we're sitting around the table. We are a family, and the conversation happens like this. You know, this is how it happens in family functions. But in family functions, then this one has a conversation here, those ones, then that one chips in. But anyway, the buzz.
He's a buzz, yeah.
The buzz is hectic. You can't have a conversation, Jay. But anyway, welcome to the Wednesday warm-up. I am your host, Lee. I'm joined by my trusty psychic. I only have two, my trusty psychics. The one is gone. I'm moving to Australia. That's what he did. Jay and Jess, hello.
Yo, good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world. Use
Yeah.
this one, bro.
Yeah,
is
get
that,
rid
is that
of
better?
that one.
Yeah.
Get rid of that one.
Big facts. What's happening this Wednesday morning? I'm excited. It's going to be a beautiful show. We got an exceptional guest with us.
Ooh.
We have lovely food.
Ooh.
I mean, you know it's a party when there's good food around.
Exciting
so
times.
we excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, let's make it happen. Let's
Yes,
go. What's
yes,
happening,
yes,
bro?
yes.
Hey! What song is this?
Pull up.
This is that old song. Yeah. No.
Oh!
I think, yeah, this stuff.
Hey, yeah, but whatever.
Who sings that song again? Brick and Lace. Is it Brick and Lace? Oh, no, it's
No.
not.
The other one. Lace and brick. That one. Hey, but good morning to all of you out there. Hope you're doing really well on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The sun is out, the birds are chirping, the grass is green. That depends where you stay. But yes, we are out here living our best lives. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Like I said earlier.
Just means just be liquor.
Liquor.
Extra.
Just be liquor.
You give and you bitter.
Just be liquor. This food right here is
Just
liquor,
so
liquor.
Oh, liquor.
Liquor, liquor.
Food. Liquor. Kos. Liquor. Company. We're just thinking about the food. We've got
Yo, that's all. We've been fasting.
The creator of the food right here. Yentl Rigney, welcome to the studio.
I made it.
You made it. Hey.
You made it and you made that.
Mama, I made it all. So for those of you who didn't catch that inside joke, Yentl was the one who was supposed to be on our Christmas lunch special, but she had a freak accident.
Super freak accident.
Hey,
You never saw it coming.
Yeah, and
But
never
you are
making
here.
gammon again.
Never making gammon again.
for real, never.
Never.
But you are here, and we are so grateful to have you in studio. You're looking lovely.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit more about who is Yentl Rigney, except for the food enthusiast, as we all know you to be. But who is Yentl Rigney? Let our viewers know.
A mama of 4
Sure. Boys.
boys. Growing the Rigney name.
Yo.
They should actually pay me some royalties or something.
They should. They really should. Rigneys really owe you.
They owe me. Growing the family.
4 boys.
4 boys. Yeah.
And after 20 years, here comes baby number 4.
Yeah, he's 2 months old at the moment.
Sure.
So
I
So you're
respect.
back to the start.
yeah.
Huh? It's like a game of Monopoly.
Yeah. Definitely.
But how has the experience been for you?
I definitely think it's much different when you're older. So I would advise any young kid, don't have kids in your 20s, wait till your 30s.
That
Yeah.
that be
real?
for me,
real,
Jay. Jay, we
yeah.
doing well. We doing well.
It's a much
My
better
second one?
experience.
Doing well, doing
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have more patience, you're more tolerable, and you're more matured. So it makes
Okay.
it a bit easier. And I've got a lot of helpers now.
Yes.
I've got a 20-year-old and a 13-year-old that
And they
helps
love
out.
their baby
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah.
I know that
So-
Christian who was on, he's the father.
He's
actually.
definitely the father.
He is self-proclaimed godfather.
Yeah.
So you really you're doing well. Well done on that.
Yeah.
But other than being a mom, what do you enjoy doing? What else do you do?
So I definitely consider myself as a creative person. I absolutely love cooking. It's my passion.
Yes, indeed.
No formal qualifications on studying it, but I love doing food.
Yes.
I'm not a baker. I don't like baking because it's too rigid for me. You have to follow the recipe.
Yes,
I
yes.
love experimenting, so food is my thing.
Yeah.
Also, I enjoy events management.
Mm-hmm.
That's really my thing.
Yes.
But I also consider myself as a business person.
Yes, indeed. And so you were saying that you've got this. You definitely are a creative person. I can attest to that. And you said that you don't like following a rigid, strict process of cooking, and that's why baking is not really going to cut it
Yeah.
for you. But how do you get the inspiration for the flavors to make sense in your head before they make sense in your mouth? Because that is a skill. Let me tell you that. From
Yentl be mixing
experience,
biltong and berries.
dude, like where do you get the inspiration from?
Like
Do you
I-
think of food all day or
I
what?
actually do.
Okay, so that's the
Facts.
trick. But I also
As we
think
can
of
see, yeah, as we can see on the pizza,
dude.
that's berries and
Yo, we're gonna hear about that now. We're gonna hear about that
you
now.
will get them. My bad, I'm jumping the gun.
Salami or turkey or...
You see?
Prosciutto.
Yo, you see, I didn't even know what that is. We ain't got that amount of money for machado.
Which Yentl will be helping us
I'll
with.
be proving you wrong.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. That's the purpose of today's
Yeah.
show.
So yes, tell us more. So you say that how do you get your inspiration?
Like I believe that you have when you're cooking, you have to use your 5 senses.
Yes.
So food has to look good, it has to smell good, and most definitely the taste.
Oh yes.
The texture comes in with the touch, and also you have to hear if your food is burning.
Yo,
So
and smell.
And smell, yeah. But like I love mixing sweet, sour, salty,
yes.
and things that anyone else would think wouldn't work. I would want it to work.
Yeah.
So
So
I
there's
mix-
always an infusion of flavor in your
Yeah.
foods.
And I'm always experimenting. Like my family's my
Guinea
little
pigs.
yeah.
But they seem to be enjoying it.
Not always.
Not always.
No.
What is the go-to meal in your house?
It's very difficult because like my husband doesn't love traditional, what we call traditional colored food. So like your curries, rice stews,
Yes.
those kind of foods he doesn't like. And then my son, Christian, loves those kind of
Okay.
foods. And then Israel loves healthy food. So I have to balance it
Yo,
all.
what do you do?
I
have to experiment.
A biryani with a salad and what else can you
Like
put in?
a side of pasta or
Yeah.
something like that. Yes.
Jermaine also doesn't like pasta.
Oh no. So what does he eat?
That's why I'm always having to come up with creative things. He
Okay.
loves sandwiches,
And I was about to
toasted
say
sandwiches.
toasted cheese or
Yeah,
something.
Yes.
yeah,
yes.
which
So
I
a
don't like.
biryani and pizza shake.
He hates biryani.
You.
So toasted cheese and biryani.
So that's why I'm always having to come up with different things and like to having to please everybody and their different tastes and their different what they like and what they don't like. Christian doesn't like onions, so I always have to cut the onions really fine so that he doesn't see it.
Yo,
Yeah, no, it's complicated,
Or
eh?
threaten him when he sees it, like you're gonna eat that food.
Yeah. So we're gonna
So-
give it over to our co-host and we're gonna ask them, like, I don't know, does Jay cook? I've never heard him say he cooks or anything, but I know Jess cooks. So I wanna hear from them, like their experience with cooking as men. Because I don't know, but I wanna know, is it different for men compared to women? learn. And then maybe you can like assist, give advice on how to make the cooking experience more enjoyable, even to our viewers watching. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us. Jess, you've got comments firstly. Let's go into the comments and then we'll answer that question.
Okay, we have Anka Hendricks in the comments. I'm not exactly sure what she's saying.
She's
here.
saying Lumadi, that
Never Leave You by Lumadi.
yeah, that song that was playing, we didn't know what
Oh,
was.
I was confused, very confused. I'm wondering what dish is Lumadi now.
Yeah, no way.
I thought it's actually a spice.
Greeting.
It's like, don't leave your Lumadi. I'm like, okay, maybe you must always use Lumadi on the food. And then we have Ashley Edwards going, Go Yent. Go Yen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Laura Steen Boyson saying, Good morning all. Super excited for today's show. Please send me my share, Jens. I thank you.
Okay,
And
you
then-
have to take some Polari.
No, there's not enough
No, she
for
must
her.
visit you. She
Okay.
must visit you.
And then we have Charlene Francis saying, Looking good, Yen.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't mind tasting yummy.
So, unfortunately, our viewers will not be able to taste, but Yen is going to show us how to make it. So that
We'll
you
put
can do
Jens'
that.
address in the description below. So if you want to taste, you're more than welcome to just rock up at our house.
You know, Yen, I think prophetically you should open your own restaurant.
You think so?
I think that's probably
Yeah.
because if everybody
Yen.
wants to taste, make Yen.
I actually think restaurants are like a really hard work. Like you're open 24/7. Well,
Yes.
not 24/7, but you're open 7 days a week.
That's true.
You're on holidays. You're working all the time. You're on your feet all day. So
Yeah, that's
I've never
actually-
really aspired to work so
That's
hard.
true. And also we're talking about budgets. And
Yeah.
with the restaurant you can't necessarily stick to the budget like you would now at home.
Yeah.
So guys, for you cooking, Jay, I don't know, what do you enjoy making?
His
or
father's a chef.
Yeah, my father's a
so
chef.
your dad
By
does
Yeah, he
profession.
does.
By profession.
Nah.
Oh.
nah,
also
but-
a food
Okay.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he mainly cooks.
Yeah.
I don't really cook.
And what's like your favorite meal from him that you would say, or just your favorite meal in general?
I love pasta. Pasta's my favorite. But for him, probably the fried chicken. Yeah. Love his fried chicken.
And so does you don't aspire to work in the kitchen?
Nah, not really.
So
I
you
don't-
need
I
a
don't-
wife that is
yeah,
that will be
I
able
need
to
a
cook.
wife that knows how
that
to
can
cook.
cook. Okay, cool.
But I
Yeah,
don't
and if you-
mind though. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I mean, with wifey, let's do this.
together.
Yeah, let's
yes,
do
it's
this.
a teamwork thing.
Facts,
Jess,
teamwork makes a dream
for
work.
you, what do you out married life now? Obviously, you've entered into the world of cooking. How do you find that experience?
Besides butter chicken.
I make a good egg.
Yes.
I'm very good at egg. Your boiled egg, fried egg, scrambled egg.
Bomb.
And what's the
Poached
egg
egg.
bread? I know my wife always shouts me. She says, it's not egg bread, it's French toast.
Yes.
So
yes.
you have to say French
Get
toast.
it right. Get it
Hey,
right.
but you know when you grow up in a colored
Egg
house,
bread.
it's egg bread.
Yeah.
Mommy, I'm making egg bread today.
Uh,
But yeah, then also now my experience with cooking is ek gooi net in.
Yeah.
I just throw the things in the pot. And it comes out good, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I have a good
discernment.
spirit of discernment. What needs to be in the pot and what doesn't have to. Now and then it
Yeah.
is a bit salty.
Yeah.
Now and then it doesn't taste good at all.
That's when the discernment was off.
That's when it was off. Yeah, that's when I didn't fast or pray for the week.
You see.
Then-
But they say that when you fast, you cook the best. I don't know, is that in your experience? Have you ever experienced something
You
like that?
smell better, yeah.
No.
Nah, I
You've
know
never
here.
experienced-
I know here, but there's a biscuit factory not too far. When you fast, you literally smell. Okay, that's a eat some more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a Mari biscuit.
Yeah, because it's so limited when you're fasting. Like,
Yes.
so I don't think that it's your best time.
Yeah.
No.
So what would your advice
Before we
be?
go there,
Yes.
my best meal to make Korean fried chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Please make it for me.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
can
had it.
show you how to make
Okay.
it.
Yes.
There's an auntie I watch on YouTube. She talk like this. You now put the chicken in. I can't
Yeah.
do her voice.
But she's
you
cute.
know
She's
she is
cute.
She's
What is her
funny.
name? Manchi or
I
something?
can't
Mangi,
remember, but she's
Mangi or
too
something like
funny,
that.
yo. But yeah, I'll make it one day and I'll bring it in. I've been making Korean fried chicken for the people in the Inside Show probably for a year now.
Yeah, we're still waiting. We
yeah.
haven't tasted it, but
Okay.
But
we
it's the
hear
budget.
about it.
Okay.
The budget is a
So
problem.
now you must help us here. And you heard it here. The budget is a problem. Also, sometimes the prices are not gonna change necessarily,
Or it's gonna go up.
or it's gonna go up. But
And you
what?
can't make it with rainbow chicken.
Yeah, you need,
need like a-
premium.
Proper
Yeah. Oh,
Woolies
A
chicken.
Woolies,
grade
yes.
Woolies chicken. Okay, cool. So then you'll help us to navigate how to then use an alternative. Maybe say for instance you have to use like what's that
Prosciutto.
prosciutto.
Come on, get it
Instead
right.
of prosciutto. I said
Prosciutto.
prosciutto.
Promiscuous.
Prosciutto. It's the promiscuous type of ham, right? It's a ham.
It is a
That's
ham.
correct.
It's Italian ham.
But so for me, I also enjoy cooking. I also don't like baking. And I also use discernment.
Okay.
I think that's how we were taught.
Yeah.
Growing up, our
Yeah.
parents
You
know.
make do with what you have
Yes,
and make it good.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for instance, lentils does it for me.
Okay.
You know, I love just a lentil curry or dal curry
Dal.
for the locals. A dal curry. It's wonderful to me, but it's also just of hoying in. But now you also don't want to be restricted to what you grew up with. For instance, the dal curries, the rice, the same things over and over and over again. Jesse switched it up to a little bit of Korean. Jay's going the Italian vibes with the pasta. So there's definitely also a lot of influence, cultural influence. But we don't always have the money to get there or to enjoy those things. And to us, we think we must go to the restaurant to enjoy it. But what would your advice be in selecting the ingredients and coming up with meals, especially for instance for moms or dads that cook? What advice would you give to us, them, everyone?
I think that goes back to mixing the flavors.
Yes.
So if you know what you want to eat for the day, so like a lot of times I would wake up and I'll think, oh, I feel for chicken today.
Yes.
But then I'll think about what can I do with chicken today that's gonna satisfy everybody and that is gonna be delicious.
Yes.
So sticking on budget meals, chicken. People have the perception that chicken is the cheapest. But it's not really. So you can beef can be cheaper, and then
Pork.
pork also. I'm not a big pork fan. Neither
Yes.
are my family. So I'll really have it when I'm visiting somebody and they made it.
Yeah, but you
So-
won't necessarily go out and buy
No.
pork for your household.
No.
Okay.
So we'll have bacon,
yes.
but that's it.
Yeah.
And then now no more gammon.
So clearly pork is not allowed in your house.
Not
and
anymore.
this past December we
Yeah.
realized that there's a reason behind it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's about knowing what you want to eat for the day, and
Yes.
then if you want to keep it low budget, then I think mix and imagine what it should be.
Yes. I
You
get
know,
you.
like there's a salad that I made that I know the family loves.
Yes.
I just had the inspiration the day, like what would cucumber, cottage cheese, and grapes taste like?
And biltong.
And biltong.
Yeah.
Grapes and biltong.
Yeah. And it's actually like a
Wonderful.
family favorite now.
Yes, it is. Everybody always asks you, Yen, please make
that salad. Yeah.
Yes.
So you imagine it,
Mm-hmm.
experiment it, try it out.
Yeah.
It either works or it doesn't.
So
What didn't work for you?
Yeah.
Like you put something together with like,
You know what? Like the most simplest things doesn't work for me. Like pancakes. I flop pancakes like 50 times.
Yes.
So I
but
just
it's a
don't do it
baking,
anymore.
if you think
It's a
about it,
baking
it's a
thing,
baking
yeah.
thing.
but anything that you mix,
Not really.
only W's. You've only
I
won.
think I always win.
Yeah.
My family doesn't always feel that way.
I remember the one time I came to your house, it was a couple of years back, and you made a toast. I can't remember what was on the toast, but it was so good.
Half of the time, I don't remember. Like I've actually
I think it was cottage cheese. Oh, no, it was cream
cream
cheese.
cheese.
And sun-dried tomatoes, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was maybe what are those red things? It's like a spicy jalapeno kind of a thing.
Yeah, I know which one.
Pepper dews.
Yes, it was pepper dews.
Pepper dews.
It was
Pepper
pepper
dews.
dews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pepper dews.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And I would never have thought for toast. Me, I'm of peanut butter and bread. If there's no
Yeah.
inspiration, you just make what you do.
I
But
can
now,
have spaghetti like just like that.
so dry.
Yeah.
What?
I like gravy.
Yeah, me too.
Now
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Me too.
if you're on a budget,
Me too.
cook the spaghetti and you just
Then
eat.
there's
So,
also in the case of people that do meal planning, right? So they'll plan for the week. They'll plan for obviously when you do your grocery shopping, it's different for every household. So you can't necessarily say, okay, when you do your grocery shopping, take this, that, and the other. In your house alone is proof that there's different preferences. So you can't necessarily just say, this is the budget for the month and this is what we're going to go buy in terms of groceries because people's tastes change. There's different tastes in the house. But in terms of meal planning, what would you say is the key ingredients to have in your home? Or in your home, what is the key ingredients to have? Because I know that you like experimenting with flavors. So you'll obviously have a lot of flavors. There's other people who don't like flavors, so they'll just do steamed pasta, spaghetti, plain, just like that. But what would you say is the key ingredients to have in your home?
I think I'll speak on the basis of my shopping list, maybe.
Okay. Yes.
So, like, if you have meat,
yes.
your spices, your different oils.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese.
Yes.
I always have cheese in the fridge.
Yes.
But my family likes white cheese only. So,
Okay.
and then
So no cream, cheddar cheese,
No.
no Gouda,
No.
none of. Okay.
So, and then I usually go and do shopping like maybe once a day.
Yo. Okay.
No.
Okay.
But then I've got the bases in the house.
Yes.
But then I'll just go and add on what I want to,
Okay.
like if I don't have a certain vegetable or, so you'll always have onions and potatoes at home.
And the thing
So-
with veggies is you can't necessarily buy bulk in,
In
the
advance,
beginning
yeah.
of the year. It's gonna go off.
And a lot of people do that and then chop it up and freeze it. But I don't like frozen vegetables. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't do it for me.
So
like,
it
I
loses
love,
its flavor.
Definitely. And it becomes soggy.
Yeah.
And I love fresh food and
Yes.
fresh vegetables. So
Yes.
that's why I'll visit the shop once a day.
Okay.
But also, grocery shopping is like my passion. Like, I absolutely love doing
Yeah.
that over clothing shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you enjoy going into the shop. The experience for you is amazing.
Yeah.
Some people like doing online. You are
No, I love clothing. I mean, food shopping.
Yeah.
So what you
Yeah.
buying today?
I actually, so today,
on the shopping
no,
list?
no. Today we have Christian's induction at school. So I took beef mince out to make spaghetti bolognese because Jermaine doesn't eat it. So the people that are staying at home will eat it.
Yo. So Jermaine will be having the toasted sandwich.
Yeah,
Okay.
something else.
If that's he's an easy guy. He seems quite.
No, it's not easy.
Yo, he
Easy
wants
is
to-
making the food that you know, that you grew up with. That's easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we've got some comments there in the comment section, Jess, from Charlene Francis.
From Tracy Lee. Tracy Lee showing love.
Yes.
And then we have Charlene Francis saying, we love the salad, Yen. Who would have thought that grapes and biltong would taste divine? Engel het op my tong ga. Yebo. Then we have Kevin Stevens saying, can you make a biryani bunny? It's like, wow.
A biryani bunny.
Oh no.
Biryani bunny.
Yeah, we
Like
so never
biryani
heard of it.
doesn't biryani have rice in?
Yeah.
So you put the
and
rice in the
bread.
bread.
I've never made a biryani bunny.
I was
I've never
about to
tasted
say,
it.
okay,
No.
Yentl?
Maybe Kevin should make it for us. and
Yes,
let us
Kevin,
taste
please
it.
give us the ingredients. Like drop us a link,
Yeah.
or
We'll
send
put it
us
here
a.
in the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
put it in the
everyone.
comments.
Yes, for everybody to see. Drop
Is
it
he
in the
asking if I
comments.
can make it or
He's asking
he?
He says, "Can you make a biryani bunny?"
It's like, wow.
wow.
So he's clearly had a biryani bunny.
Yo, but please, we'd love to experiment. We are all about experimenting. But we're going to get into the food because that is what these guys came for. So we're getting right into the food. So can you run us through what you made here, what the display is all about here today?
So my challenge for the show was to come up with meals that cost less than 250 rand.
Yes.
So the pizza is less than 200 rand actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And-
That's less than 200 rand to make that pizza. Yeah.
And the burger is less than 250 rand. I'll talk through the prices as well.
And there's chips.
And okay, no, that wasn't on the budget, but
You
it's
just
it's a
added
add-on.
it. Okay. Okay, cool.
But chips are cheap.
But that would have come out to 250.
Yeah,
then, let's
basically.
say.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if you have potatoes in your
Yes,
so-
yes.
We always have potatoes.
Always.
Yeah.
Because
Especially
duck
during the
chips.
Daniel's fast.
So the pizza is a brie.
Yes.
I use blackberries on there
Okay.
and prosciutto pizza.
What we
Yes.
supposed to be?
Oh, must we
Yeah.
display?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Can you just go and display for us, gentlemen? The guys are going to show it to you.
Okay.
So while they show it, Yen, can you run through the ingredients with us?
Okay. So I used as my base, I used a puff pastry.
Mm-hmm.
If you like, you can make your own base, but I'm not the baker, so puff pastry works for me.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
You can show? It looks, it smells even more
Hi.
lovely than it looks. Yes, guys. Don't let it tip, eh? So run us through. So you were saying you can use any base.
Yeah, you can use any base. You can make your base. You can buy bases at the supermarket.
Yes.
I just find that bases that you buy always has a tomato base on already. I haven't found plain bases
Yes, I've seen those. Or they have the cheese already.
yet. Or they have the cheese already. So I find that the puff pastry works just as well.
Yes.
And then we've got the brie cheese. So the puff pastry, I'm going to go through the prices as well.
Yes.
The puff pastry was 20 rand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I've never bought puff pastry, eh?
Really?
No.
You can do so many things like sweet and savory.
Yes.
With puff
And it's
pastry.
actually 20 rand. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you, Yen.
20 rand for the puff pastry. The brie cheese is 37 rand.
Mm-hmm.
The berries was 34 rand. And the prosciutto was 69 rand.
Okay. And the prosciutto, how does it come in like a zip, like a...
Yeah, it's a sealed,
sealed
like ham
flat
is
bag.
packaged, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And that's the most expensive ingredient, but and I'm also going to say that all the ingredients was bought at Woolworths.
Okay.
So
Yeah, there's a perception
There's
about Woolies
a very big-
that it is ridiculously expensive. But in comparison, it's not that expensive.
yeah, they have their things that are expensive that you can get cheaper somewhere else, but other things you can find is actually cheaper or sometimes the same price as buying at Checkers or
Yes.
Spa or wherever else. I actually find that Spa is expensive.
Yeah.
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 Spa is very expensive.
Pie is expensive, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Oh, and then also we've got the lavender honey infused sauce that we added on there.
So does it come like ready made or do you make it on? How?
So lavender you find in the
because
garden.
I saw there that you said that there's honey and there's lavender plant.
Yeah. So the lavender plant I took from the garden.
Okay.
And then in a saucepan, you take a quarter cup of honey,
Mm-hmm.
let it warm up, and then you add the lavender in. And you don't bring it to a boil, you literally just warm up the honey. And let the honey and the lavender infuse for about 15 minutes. And you'll get the lavender taste. But then you have to take the plant out.
Yes.
Because otherwise it will be too domineering in
So
the...
you'd strain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can literally just pick
Pick it out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise it's going to be too strong. The
I
flour
mean,
is
I mean, there you can even, if you make enough, you can store it in a jar
Yeah.
and you can reuse it.
definitely.
Okay.
Like in a tea
yes.
like
Oh,
tea,
lavender
yeah.
honey tea.
with a slice of lemon. That would be
Yes.
good.
Lovely, lovely,
Yeah.
lovely. I'm so excited. Okay, so,
So-
Yen, can you cut it up for us? And we're going to have a taste test right now.
And don't be scared to cut portions.
It's all yours.
So,
Do we sip in the meantime?
yeah, you guys can
Yeah,
sip.
what's-
What is
Okay.
this?
Yeah, before we get into
So that's iced coffee, a
Yes.
vanilla iced coffee. It's vanilla ice cream
Mm.
with, so I made
Just your
ice cubes, coffee
Yes.
ice cubes,
Yes. Okay.
and milk.
Oh, so it's coffee ice cubes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
Lovely.
I'm just going to move my mic.
you make
Yes.
ice cubes with the coffee.
Yeah, so you have to make the coffee really strong. So depending on how big your tray is,
Mm-hmm.
so I used about 5 tablespoons of coffee
Okay.
and then a little hot water,
Yes.
and then I fill the tray, freeze it, and then you just put your ice cream, milk, and the ice cubes.
Wow. We're making it complicated. One to. So, guys, what is your favorite pizza toppings? Have you ever had puff pastry pizza?
Nah, this is gonna be the first.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Have you ever had puff pastry pizza?
No, I haven't. I
Only
had
just-
Roman's pizza.
Just the dough, the pizza dough base, eh? But what's your favorite? What's your favorite pizza toppings?
What's yours, bro? Avon pizza. I love Avon pizza. And
Mine's Evo cheese, and I love like a salami or a
gotta have
pepperoni
cheese,
or
bro.
something.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have
But
cheese.
like feta cheese,
Yeah.
or just
No, like a feta.
a feta. Okay. And then Joe, you also just have Avo.
yeah, probably
Okay.
something meaty on it as well.
Just pass your plates there. But listen, for me, I like a specific pizza at there's a Pappuccino's
Margarita.
close to where I live. No, I don't like margarita. I like to actually have flavor on my pizza.
I never understand people that buy margarita. You can
Here we
make
go.
toasted cheese at home.
Facts.
Here we go.
Nah,
That's
but
true.
growing up, bro, that was the pizza.
Just put
bro.
it on your placemat there, Jay, because we
Please,
don't
man.
have the
Let's-
noise.
Come
And we
on.
don't want to damage these tables.
Hey, JC. J Paris.
My bad.
Jess?
Thank you so much.
So for me, actually, there's a Doppio close to where we live, and they have a biltong and potato pizza.
I know
Pizza.
what
That
you're
is
talking about.
so good. I never expected it, eh? But the biltong and potato pizza is the best. For our viewers who are watching, let us know what's your favorite pizza toppings. While we do this taste test, is there a specific way that we should eat it, Yen, or is it
Sorry, just dig in.
just dig in? Bon appetit. Let us pray for the
Who's gonna
food.
pray?
Thank you, Father, for the food. Bless it our bodies. Bless the hands that has prepared it, and the pockets from which it comes from.
Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen. Guys, let's go in for it.
So just to let you know, the prosciutto has a very strong taste. It's very salty, and it's got a very domineering taste.
Yo, Clayt, you can pull up if you
Yo.
want to, broski.
Okay, so again, you have to explain how do you layer it?
Okay, so you literally just open up your pastry. You don't
Yes.
have to roll it out or anything like that. Just roll it out onto a baking tray.
Yes.
And then slice your brie cheese into thin slices and place them down onto the pastry. Put the berries on top, honey, and then it bakes for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yes.
And you don't put the prosciutto on the baking process.
Okay.
That comes on afterwards.
Okay. So why do you not add the prosciutto on?
It's cooked already.
Oh.
Yeah. And also when you heat up prosciutto, it kind of changes the flavor a bit. So it's a smoked ham and it's cooked already.
Tastes like a dessert pizza.
So
the
what I'm
sweet, salty,
getting, there's definitely a mix of flavors. That savory and sweet that you were talking about. It's so alive in my mouth. It's like dancing around. So the first thing that I tasted, obviously, because I ate from the top and there wasn't any prosciutto on, was the puff pastry and the cheese. So that's what I got. But I also got that infusion of the honey lavender. It's very, very potent. I didn't think that the lavender would actually infuse the honey
Yeah.
so much.
yeah.
But I definitely tasted. As I got to the next bite, I took a piece of the prosciutto and then I got the berries. So now you've got this salty, like
Almost
the tangy,
tangy, yeah.
yes, but also the
Sweet.
sweetness.
Yeah.
It's so good. Guys, what is your
Factuals.
opinion on it?
Yeah, it's really lovely. It's really lovely. I can't do that explanation like you did when I took a bite and then
Yeah.
the cheese did this and that. Nah, it really tastes amazing. Really tastes amazing. Like I said, it's like a dessert pizza. You
But what was
broski?
your best part, Jay, as Jesse's busy enjoying that bite
The
there?
cheese part, the cheese with the berries.
Yeah. Have you ever had berries on pizza
Nah,
before?
this is the first, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
Tastes
Do you
good.
think the berries would work with normal dough, like
A bread dough.
flour dough?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
Would
definitely
it
will.
also
Yeah.
create that? It's just about
It's going to change the taste slightly because pastry and the flour. I mean, it's same ingredients basically, but the
Yes.
way it's made is different. So
and the texture
the
definitely
texture is
makes a
different, yeah.
difference.
So it
Definitely.
might change the taste slightly. But it
It's
will
so
work.
soft. On the pastry, because I know normally with pastry there would be like a butter
No, you use egg.
egg.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would put the egg on
But only on the
on the base.
yeah, on the
Okay.
edges
Yes.
of the pizza.
Yes.
To get the browning effect.
Okay, so that's all that you would need.
Yeah.
Basic ingredients, guys: puff pastry, brie cheese, blue or blackberry. So if you
Yeah.
can't find blackberries, you do
You can
the
use
blueberries.
blueberries. You can
Jess?
even use strawberries if you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the egg is actually to make it brown.
Yeah.
I used to use egg because I thought it doesn't make it stick to the plate.
It actually makes it stick more.
I learned something new
What
today.
pan did you use? A flat baking pan?
Yeah, like a biscuit tray.
A biscuit tray. Okay, cool.
A biscuit pan.
And
No,
then
but I love it.
Amazing.
It's some of my favorite, well, most of my favorite things on a pizza. I
Yes.
love berries, I
Yeah.
love cheese, and I love
You ham.
salami things.
Yeah.
So I love it. I'm almost done. So give me another 5 minutes and I'll be with you.
And then you've got the honey, the lavender plant, and then the prosciutto.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you can replace as a dupe? Say, for instance, let's say you don't have lavender plant, because I know that many people don't have lavender
Tastes
plant.
amazing. Cheers, broski.
Awesome. Cheers to the coffee drinkers. Yeah, cheers.
If you don't like lavender, you don't have to
Tastes
use
dope.
the lavender. You can use the honey without the flour.
Okay.
The lavender, I just think it gives it a different flavor.
Yes.
But you don't have to use the lavender. You can just use plain honey.
Yeah, and then I mean, if you can afford, it will obviously be a little more expensive to buy the flavored honey. Then that would, like, for instance, your black currant or whatever
Yeah.
honey you would use.
Yeah,
you would
there's
use
actually
that.
a garlic infused honey at Woolworths
Oh.
that would also go well on this.
Yes, to give
Yeah.
it a little more savory,
Spicy.
spiciness.
Yeah.
We actually have that honey at home. I thought it was normal honey when I bought him. Put it in the rooibos.
Yeah, that's not
It's not
good in
the
tea.
one.
Yeah, no, maybe
No.
just ginger tea would work well with
Not
the honey
even.
and the.
No,
It's too much ginger. It's too
much
heavy.
garlic.
Garlic.
The garlic flavor.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's definitely for food.
Okay.
I love the pastry, yeah, but the crust side.
Yeah,
You can literally just eat that.
and it's soft. It melts in your mouth.
So you like plain things.
Yes, clearly.
If you eat spaghetti, plain.
Yeah. Jay doesn't seem to be big on flavor.
It's boring.
Nah, I'm big on flavor. I'm just saying.
Okay, that part is nice in terms of texture. And then, yeah, so blue or blackberries, you also said strawberries, you
Yeah.
can also put in there. And then maybe can you
Even
add more
raspberries.
than one berry?
Yeah, if
Can
you like. It's
mix it up?
entirely up to you. Like you have to. I've never used more than one berry.
Yes.
But if you want to try it out, let me know how it goes.
Okay, cool. And then with the prosciutto, what can you just replace it with normal ham? Say, for instance, you cannot afford the prosciutto.
You definitely can use any ham that you like. It's
Jessie likes salami. Do you think it will be too heavy, or can you add?
no, I think it will work because salami has basically the same kind of potency that the prosciutto
Chicken
has.
bologna.
Even that will work.
Okay.
And if you're not a ham eater, you can use.
Or if you're vegetarian, maybe.
Yeah, then you don't have to do the ham at all.
Yeah.
But then the savory flavor won't be there, and then it's gonna be a dessert pizza
Okay.
because it's gonna be sweet.
Okay, cool. I would love to finish mine now, but I want to get over into the next meal because we don't have much time. So I'll
Good
keep
idea.
this on
Good
the
idea.
side. So we're going to go over to the next meal. And you made chicken burgers, but this is basically like smash chicken burger
Yeah.
from scratch.
From scratch.
So run us through that, the ingredients list for that
Okay.
one, as the gents takes it up to show us.
Okay. So I always make my patties from scratch, whether it's beef or
Yes.
chicken. So for this one, it's a chicken burger. We have chicken mince,
Mm-hmm.
coriander, chili, cumin, an egg,
Yes.
one egg, salt and pepper, and then it's a lot of things.
It is a lot of things.
So southern fry mix,
Yes.
the powdered mix, and then your buns coleslaw mix, which you buy ready made.
Okay.
Well, the cabbage and the carrot is cut up and mixed already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then mayonnaise.
Okay.
So for the patty, you make it as if you were gonna make a fricadelle.
Okay.
You cut up your cumin.
Let me just go back there.
Sorry, you cut up the chilies, the
Yes.
coriander,
Can you mix the chili, green and red chili?
Yeah, you can.
Yellow chili.
Whichever one you like.
Okay.
If you want it spicy, depending on how spicy you want it.
Yes.
The cumin is a big ingredient in my patties because it just gives it a different flavor.
Yes.
So whether I make chicken or beef, and if I make beef, I'll use exactly the same ingredients.
And you use the seeds, not the fine.
No, you use the fine one.
The fine one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the fine cumin.
Okay.
And then salt and pepper according to how you like it.
Yes.
And according to how salty you want it.
Okay.
And then the egg obviously combines the mixture.
Yes.
And allows you to form your patty.
And
Yes.
use that part.
Yeah. Because you make a lot of frikadelle. Not.
No.
Okay. Okay. You just see
I
your.
just saw someone do it once.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And then after the egg, do you add the southern fry mix?
No, you don't add it into your mixture. So you form your patty.
Yes.
And in a separate bowl, you'll empty out your southern fry and
Okay.
then you coat
I see.
your patty, and that causes the crispiness on the outside.
Okay. I see.
So if you don't want it too hot, you can use the barbecue.
Is that
flavor.
what causes the brown? The
Yeah.
brown? Because I was looking, I'm like, you said chicken mince, yeah,
Yeah.
and that does not look very
No, so
chickeny.
inside it's going to be very white.
Okay. Okay.
But it's the southern fry that
I
gives
see.
it that color.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the coleslaw, you make normal coleslaw.
Or you can buy coleslaw.
Or you
like
can
said.
buy coleslaw as well.
Mm.
Okay, so that would be the garnish on the pizza. I just find that the coleslaw works very well
Yes.
with the chicken burger. I wouldn't do it on a beef burger.
Okay.
But on the chicken burger, it works very well.
And price wise.
Okay. So I bought 100 rands chicken mince, which was actually a lot
Okay.
because I made, I think 12 patties came out of that.
Yo.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah. So I bought 100 rands mince, and then the coleslaw mix is 20 rand.
Mm-hmm.
The southern fry was 30 rand. And what else cost
The-
me? The buns is 20 rand.
Yes. The egg, which would be about, if you're buying a 12, 18, 30 rand for.
So I didn't count the egg in because I had eggs at home.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
but yeah.
You,
how
and
much-
most people would normally have
keep
egg
eggs at
in the
home, yeah.
house.
And your spices.
Yes.
You usually keep that at home
your
as
salt
well.
and your pepper. And
Yeah.
you didn't use much spice except for the cumin and the salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So you just
That's
use
all.
one egg.
Yeah, just one egg. So when
Okay.
you put 2 eggs in, no matter how,
becomes soggy.
yes, it just messes up the mixture.
Mince egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you fry it in a hot oil pan,
Mm-hmm.
and then just put it together and serve.
Also, the amazing thing, if you do have an air fryer, you can put it just like
You
that
can.
in the air fryer if you don't want to use the oil.
Yeah.
A lot of people are on that health conscious
Yes.
step. And so, for me, I think this meal is quite healthy. I mean, you've got your white meat, which is your chicken mince. You've got your coleslaw, which is your cabbage, and your carrots, right? That's on there. And then the buns. And also, I believe spicy food is healthy. So there's the spicy food in there.
I
the
didn't make
spiciness
it too
as well.
You got your
spicy because I
buns.
wasn't sure how everyone's palate is going to
Tolerance
agree.
is.
Yeah.
And then if you can't tolerate
Spice.
spicy, because I know even the southern fry mild can be a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
But say for instance you cannot tolerate it at all.
So what I did with this specific one, because I didn't know how you guys handle spice, I mixed the barbecue and the hot. So
Okay.
half of barbecue, half of hot.
Okay.
So that it's not too hot.
Okay.
But if I make it on a normal day, I would use hot only.
Cool. So let us. Oh, everyone will obviously just take one.
Yeah.
So Jay, can you please just hand it over here? The last time you said that you make your patties from scratch, and that's what I love about your burgers. I remember the one night we had a burger night as well, and you made the meal.
Yeah.
And you added blue cheese. Really, Jay? Yes. See, you added blue cheese to the actual patty.
Yeah.
What was that? How did you come up with that? Because for me, let me be honest with you, generally I did not past tense, because after that I must admit I love blue cheese.
Okay.
There was something else that you also, I think you did a blue cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Blue cheese, baby.
And so how did you come up with that? Where did you think about blue cheese?
A lot of restaurants
Thank
would
you.
serve their burgers with blue cheese sauce.
Yes.
So I just had the idea of adding the blue cheese inside the patty.
Yes.
So that's what you add.
Okay, cool. So taste test, guys. Can I please borrow your knife, Yen? I just wanna make it sizable for me. Just so the people see the yellow what is happening.
That's
in
the
my
burger.
mouth.
Oh,
Just
cha-
smash
So you can
burger.
open it up
Does
and show
anybody want?
Danny.
Okay. So I'm gonna go there because I want to show them what's
Yeah.
inside. So
Yeah.
as you guys continue speaking,
Gracias.
so Yen, you'll just run us through what we're seeing in here.
Okay.
Because I do see.
Oh
the
yes, and there's
coriander.
coriander that I added in as well. That's not on the list.
So, is that good? So, how's that? So, as you can see there's more coriander. I can smell the southern fry.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
And it smells really flavorful.
Mm.
Without even tasting it, it really
But-
smells flavorful.
The cumin smell is also very
Mmm.
potent in there.
And what I like is, I can't eat cold chips, but those chips cold is nice.
I'm sorry, there was no.
No, I know, but what I mean is, it's
I know what
it's
you're
that
saying.
nice that you can eat it cold.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the burger because that's what I want to taste right now.
Why?
Okay.
Clean mond.
It really has a divine taste when I bite
Then
into
break it down fast.
Break it down. Chips even that cold though.
Okay, so honestly, the first taste that I get is the mayonnaise
Okay.
on the coleslaw. But the further I chew, that cumin comes out
Yeah.
extremely strong. It's very flavorful. It's extremely, but it mixes so well with the
Southern fry. Yeah.
It's almost like you made like a Mediterranean kind of a
Yeah, so the cumin does have like a very
Mediterranean feel.
flavor. Yeah.
Yes, flavor.
Yeah.
And also what I taste is the coriander. You cannot go wrong with coriander. I feel like it just and did you choose coriander because of the southern fry? Because I know with curries and those kinds of foods that you would normally use coriander, or was it just a
No, like I usually use coriander because it gives. What's happening? Are you speaking me off the stage?
yes. We
You're
need
setting the vibe.
the ambiance.
So I usually use coriander to bring freshness.
Okay.
So that's why I use it in there.
And sesame seed burger, the bun, that makes a difference for me. I can definitely, something nutty about it that is added
So
to.
even if you can't find sesame seed buns, if you want to add sesame seeds to your burger, all you do is you melt a little butter
Yes.
and then coat the top of the bun and then drizzle on the sesame seeds and it will stick onto your bun.
Yo. Jay?
Thy sauce with thy patty on the bun is delicious. Absolutely amazing. Express it, bro.
Stops, eh? It's like a chicken lick and slide on steroids. You know, there's something there that reminds me of the slider,
I
but just
get you.
much better. I don't know
Yes.
if it's the sauce, but the bun. Oh, and the patty. When I look at that
It's like
patty,
that Big John, bro.
and I look at this patty, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And
Prachtig.
it's so crispy.
That's the southern fry.
It's because like when you do that coating, sometimes you lose I know that some people add cornstarch just to make it a little more firm. But you got it right in terms of your the crispiness and the firmness of it. Because sometimes, like I said to you, when the especially with mince, it
Yeah.
starts to disintegrate
Yeah.
in the pan. How do you? Is it because of that one egg?
That one egg is
Key.
the winner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not too much egg because
Yeah.
the minute it becomes soggy.
You're gonna be frying mince in a pan basically.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yo, Yen, I absolutely enjoyed today's show. I learned so much that you can shop at Woolies. Woolies, the difference, right? The difference here is how you select and how you buy. That's what we learned. But I just want to give some stats before we close the show and we say goodbye to Yentl with some closing remarks. I just want to give some stats. And the reason why we wanted to do this show specifically, eating good. So eat smart, pay smarter. We know that we are, especially during lockdown, many families are struggling to survive. They can't even think of luxury. Many people have, when last have you been to a restaurant, for instance, like a really fancy restaurant? Even middle income families cannot afford those luxuries anymore. They have to think of the kids' school fees. They have to think of this. But you are bringing the experience to the house. And that's what we wanted to teach our viewers here today. And so I just want to go a summary of cost of living in South Africa. This is recent stats, 2022 stats. So it says here that a family of 4, the estimated monthly cost of living is 39,943.
And I've got 4 kids.
4 kids plus the other 2 adults. That's a family of 6.
Yeah.
So you maybe better 60,000.
But you make it work for your family. And I think also based on that is you identified what your family likes. And you still give them that experience. There's not always going to be a plethora or wealth of money because you have to obviously budget and you need to prioritize. So, but you can still create the experience. Don't be boring about it. Make things upset in your home or whatever. And then for a single person, estimated monthly cost is 19,948. Basically 20,000 for a single person. Then it says that South Africa is the most expensive country in Africa. It's 1 out of 4 of the most expensive countries in Africa. So number 1 on the top 4, number 1 on the top 20. That is where we are. But cost of living in South Africa is cheaper than 61% of countries in the world. And then it says here that if you're looking at, if you're breaking it down in terms of your grocery list, right? Your basics, and this is what they've got here as basics. So for food, basic lunchtime menu, including a drink in the business district is 118 Rand. Here you made a meal for more than one person. And this you can take for lunch.
Yeah, definitely.
So the next day, if you that kind of person, some people don't like leftover foods, but if you're that kind of person, you can make this meal the night before and you can take it for lunch.
Definitely.
And it will still be less than 118 Rand per person.
And Yentl bought 100 Rand mints and made 40.
12.
12. So you can eat 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks, Jess. 2 weeks of lunch. So you're going to freeze it. Yentl said don't freeze the stuff.
Yeah.
No, you must gonna make the mixture one at a time.
Oh, and then fry.
Oh, yes. Okay. Got you.
A burger a day?
Keeps the evil away.
Yes. A burger a day keeps the wallet in play. Hey?
Yeah.
Hey?
I don't think we spoke about this enough.
Yes. Okay, you go for it, Jess. Because you clearly loving that coffee drink there.
It's like a milkshake. This is my favorite milkshake. I don't know if it's a milkshake here.
It's iced coffee.
But it's my favorite at this point.
So Jess is gonna be. This is your new go-to.
That's what I'm gonna make at home from now on.
And you've got the coffee.
Can you
just
use
need to
Rick
get the-
coffee? Hey,
Of
Jacob's
course
a
you can.
bit feel.
Rick coffee, you can maybe have to use double the amount of coffee.
So
but
12.
12 spoons of Rick coffee, a little warm
That's
water.
a tin a week.
And you didn't add sugar to the coffee, hey? Because of the
because of the ice cream. But you can add sugar.
It's like there's sugar in here.
And you
The
said,
ice cream.
did you say vanilla essence?
No, it's vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
But it's lovely. I like
Wonderful.
that creamy feel on the tongue. It's like a puffiness on the tongue.
Okay, die engel het op my
Yes,
tong
and
gaan.
as you swallow it, it's like it just relaxes.
It's
and
cooling.
Smooths the throat down. You know.
Okay.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
Then we go over to a combo meal in a fast food restaurant per person. Like for instance, a Big Mac meal or similar. Your standard is now going to be 62 Rand per person, right? Then a 500 gram of boneless chicken breast is 38 Rand. 1 liter of whole fat milk is 16 Rand. 12 large eggs is 36 Rand. 1 kg of tomatoes is 21 Rand. 500 grams of local cheese is 60 rand. 1 kilogram of apples is 24 rand. 1 kilogram of potatoes is 20 rand. I think this says 0.5 liter domestic beer in the supermarket, if that's your flavor, is 22 rand. That's not something that's on my grocery list, so that's scratch that.
So we can save.
We can save, yen. 1 bottle of red table wine, good quality, 87 rand. I can also scratch that. That's not on my list. 2 liters of Coca-Cola, 23 rand. And bread for 2 people for 1 day, 14 rand. Cost of living is up.
It's high.
But like you taught us on today's show, that you don't have to just eat peanut butter and bread.
That's my favorite though.
I also love peanut butter and bread. Let me just put it out there, let you know. But thank you so much, Yen. Any closing remarks that you have, advice that you have, or just anything that you'd like to say as we close the show, because we have come to the end.
Before we go in, can I just read some of the comments?
Yes,
Because I think
please,
there's a
please,
question.
please,
You can
please,
answer
please.
that and then
Okay.
have a closing comment. Okay, so then we have Llewellyn and Oliver saying, Jay is staring at those burgers like he hasn't eaten all week. Patricia
He
Edwards,
hasn't.
yeah, he's been fasting. Cooking's an art from Patricia Edwards. Your cooking's an art. You are a cook if you can open the cupboard or fridge and make a tasty meal with what's available.
True.
And then Megan, it's Steinbank.
Yes.
She says, super proud of you, Yentl. Hamida Yassin giving you peace and love. And then Vanessa Aram saying, well done, Yen, the very beginning. Evangelic Adams asking, any advice to open up the family in trying these experimental meals? And then Oral Constance says, some of us are out here fasting. We are so fasting,
We're
brother.
also
After this, we'll go
fasting.
back to fasting. Don't stress. And then Vanessa Abrams says, my
are
phone
so
has a
fasting
light,
with
so I
no
can't
change.
see.
Of your
Of
dream.
your dream, God bless. And then Constance, this is so true. I don't know on which that one was.
Which
but-
point that was. But I agree with what Patricia says. You are a good cook. But I feel like as the druk, dan druk jy terug. And so when the
Shout out to
cupboard-
Kylo.
Shout out to Kylo. So when the cupboard and the budget is drugging you, you just druk terug with a lekker, creative meal.
Yeah.
You aren't always going to have this kind of meal. And that's okay. It doesn't need to be like this every single day. But on those special occasions when you can treat your family or yourself or every day for Yentl, then that is what you do. So, Yen, you were going to do closing remarks before we got into the comments.
Yeah, I actually wanted to make note that, but you will put my Instagram handle on.
Yes, it is on the thingy that we put up though.
So if you like any advice on how to mix flavors together, you can send me a DM on Instagram and
Yes.
I'll respond.
Your Instagram handle.
Simply Yentl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's at simply _Yentl.
Yentl.
Okay, and that's
Thank
Yentl
you.
without an E at the end,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's spelled, so it's at simply _YENTL.
Yes.
Full stop.
No
Done.
E.
No E. It
Not
doesn't
gentle,
continue.
Yentl.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can send Yentl a DM if you want any advice. Like Evangelique had advice, asking any advice to open up the family in trying these experimental meals.
Of course, and the family is free. You know?
Yes, yes. Family is free, so no charge to the family. Thank you so much. Family discount. Hey! But for anybody else, please send Yentl a message and she'll be able to advise you. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Yentl as a common feature on the show. Seeing that What's Cooking Good Looking is he's handing over the baton to Yentl. Yentl?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You hold the conch. You can make the decisions concerning the food. But we want to say thank you. Oh, wait, Yen, there's those sauces that we
Oh.
didn't get to. Is
It's
that
just
for the chips?
mustard and mustard and tomato
But
sauce.
you can add it if you want, like
if
extra
you want
flavor.
to, yeah.
What do you feel, just before we close, do you feel offended when people add spice to your food?
Super offended.
Okay.
I always say taste it first before you add.
Yes.
Please.
So
So
we
guys,
done good
please.
then.
We
Yeah.
did very well.
Thank you.
Any closing remarks from you, gentlemen? Over there, we'll start with Jay.
It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Yen.
Thanks.
You have a catering company, business,
No.
eh? No.
Events company.
Events company.
I don't aspire to do catering.
Now you got to from what we tasted, bro. I think that's something that you definitely have to look into. But yeah, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
And again and again. Like Lee said, probably once a month.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, big blessings.
Thank
and
you.
yeah, let's get it.
Awesome. Jess.
Thank you so much to everyone for watching. We really appreciate having you on the show today, Yentl. You were supposed to be on last time in December, but unfortunately something happened. But thank you for blessing us with your presence and your food.
Yeah.
We really loved it, and it's amazing. I'm gonna definitely take some of this home. Not this because it's basically done.
Yeah.
But when I get home, I'm gonna make
Try it.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, cool. But anyway, to everybody else who was watching, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It was an absolute pleasure being with you. Thank you for your comments, your interaction in the live chat. It was absolutely amazing. You didn't have the full sensory experience. Like Yentl said, you couldn't smell, you couldn't taste, but you could see. And that's important, right?
Yeah.
Presentation is key.
Definitely.
And I mean, your presentation was phenomenal. So yes, don't forget to follow Yentl. It's at @simply_Yentl on her Instagram handles, and then follow the Inside Show if you haven't done so already. It's at _insights_show. We love you so much. For those of you who are fasting, man, Godspeed, strength to you, and may everything that you are trusting God for, may He just open your eyes, may He realign your focus, for that is what fasting is all about. And may this year be a blessed, prosperous, awesome, it's still January, I can still say this, a blessed, prosperous year. If you're joining us for the first time for 2022, where have you been? But also to you, prosperous one, man. Until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.
La, 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 la.